Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Fartboy. Once again, thank you for your support, okay? Big of the CoinsKid crew. So I've been asking you for many months to get yourself involved in the Discord. It's an amazing community. We've got lots and lots of sections. Look at all these amazing sections. We did launch the meme coin section around about October last year, as I created the meme coin section on CoinsKid.com on how to find moonshots. So I was looking at the moonshot section, and it was around about 8:34 p.m. on the 15th of January. I did relay to the CoinsKid crew. I bought this microcap meme coin Fartboy. Okay, so let's take a look at what's happened since I posted that in the Discord. Okay,
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up.
So far so good. This has been an amazing journey for the CoinsKid crew. From the Discord post way back there on January 15th, this is up a whopping 2.1 million%. Okay, wow, incredible, in over 3 weeks. So it's doing incredibly well. Along the way, there's been obviously patterns and corrections and things like that. There was a huge horizontal just there that I relayed to you on the way up, looking at horizontal compression, leads to expansion, broke out back to see you later. Then at this point, the psychological level of 50 million, we started to flag basically in an A, a B, a C, a D, and an E in a 5-wave correction that bottomed earlier in the week. And like I relayed to you, I think this is an opportunity in the sweet spot, the golden buy zone, which is essentially an ascending triangle. So you came up, retraced, and boom, you're broken out again. So we did find a little bit of resistance at the 100 million market cap, which is basically 10 cents. And look at that, an ascending triangle, boom, you broke out once more and you're coiling up again. So at some point, you know, I do think we'll come in for another correction. Nothing goes up forever. You know, we'll hit a correction again, and at that point, you know, find level support and look for buyback zones. But until that day comes, you know, we're just riding this up. Now I do have some targets, you know, above, and they're not just targets I've plucked out of thin air. I'm just looking at previous meme coins that we've looked at. We've looked at Bonk, we've looked at Fartcoin, which we've rode in the past. For anyone paying attention, you know, this particular project, I'm looking at least $1 price target of roughly $1 billion market cap, and then obviously it'd be absolutely amazing if we can see what, you know, it did for Bonk basically, which was get to that 4 billion market cap, and obviously WIF as well. You know, Dog with Hat that came out I think last year in January as well, and rallied into March or April, May to the $4 billion market cap. So these are the targets for me right now. I do think, you know, obviously there'll be resistance along the way and sellers and things like that, but you know, it's a potential scenario that these are the price targets right now. And it's not just I'm plucking out of thin air because, you know, it's up there or whatever. It's just that I'm looking at previous history of meme coins that have done that. Okay, once they get that community back in and they pick up, and the, you know, the cult driven, you know, you organic meme coins do tend to get to them levels, just psychological levels, market capitalization, which is 1 billion and then 4 billion. And obviously if this does do something like what Shiba Inu did in 2021, then I'm looking at 12 billion and I think 42 billion at the end of the market right there. There's a chance, I don't want to say it's going to do it with an absolute certainty because I've not got a crystal ball, there's absolutely zero guarantees, but there's a chance that this could do that. Okay, so far so good, it's done incredibly well. Fartboy is getting listed on a major exchange on Monday at Blowfin. There are links in the video description right there. I'll make a tutorial video on how to use that particular exchange right there and release that on Monday for you. But you know, so far so good. I think there's been 2 more exchange listing. There was KCX and Gate.io have released it as well. I think Mexia on talking about releasing it as well on their exchange. So yeah, and this is how it works. You know, an organic meme coin, slowly but surely you start to see these coins get listed on these CEXs slowly but surely. Okay, so let me dive into the tokenomics on why I did pick this coin and the process in which I used to find this particular coin on CoinsKid.com. But before I do dive into the moonshot section with you, I just want to show you the CKR. It's a data point that I've been looking at with yourselves for a very long time. You know, and the data is the thing that is the reason we're winning on this channel. Okay, against the emotion, against people saying we're in a bull market or people saying we're in a bear market. I'm just relaying the data to you. Okay, it's the same data that I've been relaying for many years. Data, not emotion. Really, really simple. Okay, because the emotions get the better of you in this market, especially when it's coming down. The market's coming down. You think you're in a bear market, but the data suggests that you're not. So, and then when you're coming up, you think it's going to go on forever, but the data is suggesting that you're cooked. Okay, at this point, if you take a look and rely on the data points, we've got the CKL that maxed out in 2013. We've got the CKL that maxed out in 2017, and we've got the CKL that maxed out in 2021. Okay, and then you clearly see you're just coming down the stairs in the CKR, coming down the stairs, and it's a sweet spot when it's turns dark green. So that's the bottom of the correction, top of the impulse, and right now you can clearly see in the CKR we're not overheated, especially in the crypto market and Bitcoin, is what a lot of people think. A lot of people think we're cooked, we're over, but if we just respect in the 4-year cycle theory, then we should enter a bear market this year. So everything is sort of tying up for at least 1 or 2 more impulses to the upside here, in my opinion. Okay, and if that's the case, we could be looking at an impulse into the spring, then a summer correction, then a final impulse at the end of the year. It's an absolute possibility. Okay, but obviously I'm going to keep an eye on the CKR. If it starts to max out, then we're cooked, and at that point I'll declare that we're over, and there's no more opportunity ahead of us in this market, and we've got to get out basically. So that's just data that I'm relying on, the CKR on CoinsKid.com. Let me show you the moonshot section right now, in the process in which I found Fartboy, and the process in which I looked at to make sure that it was a viable investment for myself going forward. Okay, so using the moonshot section on CoinsKid is really easy. Basically, you've got a couple of blockchains that we're tracking right now. We've got Solana and Ethereum. I think all the action at the moment is on Solana. I've relayed that to you. We've got cheaper fees, faster transactions. So Solana filtered coins is what we're looking at, and this is where I spotted Fartboy. Come down the list, and what I'm looking for, this second section here is market cap. Okay, so the lower the cap, the greater the opportunity. Really, really simple. For example, if you're looking to make some money in meme coins, chuck like $5-10, ride a massive exponential move up, then Ray is not going to do that for you. Okay, because it's already at that $2.7 billion market cap, and then obviously PopCat as well. That's already at 272. So if you're looking to get to $1 billion, then you're looking at 4x from wherever you invest basically. So we're looking for the low caps, and this is what we're looking at. And Fartboy was just sat in there, and it was on 8.7k. So I'd click this. For example, look at Bon as an example, just a random coin off the bat. So Bon, 121.8k market cap. Okay, so something with a K on the end is what I'm looking for, because anything with a B or an M is already bolted. And again, it's entirely up to you. You can investigate them and invest. It's entirely up to you, but this is how I look for the greater appreciation on these meme coins. So for example, we'll just take a quick look at BOM. So the first check we do is to the right. We've got this drop down just there. Click rug check. That's the first thing we do. So this just checks some things about tokenomics and developer, and the things of the token, that it can't be minted again and things like that, or altered and things like that, and there's no copycat on it basically. So we're looking at Bond again. We just drop down just there, go to deck screener. This is a really important process, is deck screener. This is the chart. Take a look at the chart at the moment. So it's come up, it's consolidating a range, volume's dropping off. So the most important thing I think we need to look at is snipers. Okay, so look at snipers, click unrealized profit, and you can see there's some snipers in there. We've got this guy here that sold some. He had 24.3 million tokens, and then there's still some snipers left. If you take a look, held all. Okay, so if we click top traders, again we click unrealized profit, and you can clearly see that this guy here has got 33.9 million of the tokens. It's got unrealized profit of 4.217. So there are some snipers in this particular project, okay, still that exist. So for me, I would just be careful, and this is the thing that I look for in the low cap. So this is the process I went through on Fartboy, and I could see that the main developer, what he did, and I've gone through this with you in a previous video, he basically developed the coin and then sent 22 million coins to, I think, around about 30 addresses, and then he waited for it to come up and then rugged basically and sold them all off. So that was the process. I'd investigated and seen that it already sold them off, and I figured that what's the probability of that happening again. And this is why I did relay to the CoinsKid crew. I think this could be a good little meme coin opportunity, and that is basically it. That's how I found the meme coin Fartboy going forward. So I wish I hadn't most luck with it, but if you want to get involved in the Discord and you want to get involved in CoinsKid.com, the link's in the video description. I hope you're enjoying the content. I'll keep you updated on Fartboy as best I can. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone. Back soon with an update on Fartboy. Bye bye.